It has taken 3 years for me to get enough physical mobility to be able to swing the club as I do now. It's due to a car accident many years ago, just restricts the movement. It's now the beginning of June. In January this year, 5 months ago, I had a series of lessons which basically reconstructed my whole swing, my stance, because it was so out of touch with reality. Basically reconstructed my whole stance. It was just wrong. Basic, simple improvements, but what it was doing was giving me a technique which was incorrect, and I had to make so many adjustments during the swing just to hit the ball. There was very little power. I've always worked on the principle of hitting it straight rather than long. Accuracy has mattered to me. I have never been a big hitter. With the improvements from the coaching, I can now get a bit of extra distance. So the last week and a half, I have really been working hard on this, particularly with the driver. I'm now averaging 220 metres off the tee. It takes a lot of work. And this week in particular, I'm really feeling the difference because I'm really starting to open the shoulders up. It's not so much using more power or opening the shoulders up, it's about doing it properly, using the correct technique. There's very little effort in it, but I am getting the improvements and getting that consistent 220 metres. 230 when I really crack a good one, and I'd like to get a bit longer. The reason for it is simply this. I can now do it with accuracy. I use 2 different clubs. This one is the one that does the best effort for me. It's a Titleist clone called an MDD Tour 380cc with a stiff MDD Tour 380cc driver. Is a clone of the Titleist J375cc driver. It's very good. I just get better distance for it. That in mind though, it is about accuracy, and that's what's really worked in this last week and a half to 2 weeks, is I have began to get the accuracy with it. It used to be very erratic. I was not too bad with it, but now that I'm trying to get that extra distance all the time, I've had to work really hard on the accuracy, and that's what this morning I'm out here again. Every day I've been hitting 30 to 50 balls with it, and I am getting the results. It has taken me 3 years to get enough mobility and freedom of movement to be able to swing the club like I do now, and that's why I can begin to start looking for that little bit of extra distance with the improved technique. It is the result of a car accident and the injuries that I'm carrying from that. And at the moment, even when I'm hitting the ball here, I do feel some twinges, but they aren't twinges from the injury. They are from muscles that haven't been used for so long and aren't used to being used because I've always protected them. One of the things I used to always do was not have a follow through with my swing. So I would go through and I would start to stop when I got to here instead of trying to get through all the way here. Part of it was lack of mobility. The other part of it was a subconscious effort just to protect myself and just stop. Unfortunately, that causes more problems by actually trying to stop. Instead of letting the body move through freely and easily, instead of putting strain and stress on it by stopping, which is causing the injuries down here to flare up, and of course taking all the effort out of my core here and putting it onto my shoulders and arms. It's all about improving my swing. Less effort, more technique, better results.